Shannon Sharpe goes off and threatens to pull up on Mike Epps after Mike Epps made an inappropriate joke about him. Now, the entire situation can be traced back to this moment on the Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams interview.
It's far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard.
Katt Williams accused Ricky Smiley of lying on Shannon Sharpe's podcast. Ricky Smiley came on Shannon Sharpe's podcast and told Shannon Sharpe that the role of Money Mike was offered to him before it was offered to Katt Williams. Katt Williams stated that was an outright lie. So Shannon Sharpe, in return, told Katt Williams, well, why do you think that people like Mike Epps and others haven't came out and denounced the lie yet? Well, Katt Williams told Shannon Sharpe to go ahead and ask Mike Epps. Now, that was one of the two occurrences where Mike Epps' name came up during this interview. The other instance was when Katt Williams said that Ricky Smiley stated that he was more funny than Mike Epps and Katt Williams, which is laughable, which is a compliment to Mike Epps. He's essentially saying that Mike Epps is funny and Ricky Smiley can't hold a candle to Mike Epps nor Katt Williams. Even though Katt Williams gave Mike Epps somewhat of a compliment and never really addressed Mike Epps or spent too much time on Mike Epps during the Shannon Sharpe interview, Mike Epps will still go on stage and attack Katt Williams.
Oh, man, he just should have wore something different. That's all. That little hat that nigga had on, and that fake Fendi jacket.
People take comedians seriously for some odd reason, and people were pulling up the outfit on a particular website to prove that Mike Epps was lying about Katt Williams' outfit being fake, which I didn't see the reason to. But Mike Epps did indeed say later on in that stand-up that Katt Williams was his dog and they are friends. But people still seen what Mike Epps says as absolute hate, and they kind of categorized him in the same category as Ricky Smiley and others and called him a hater. Now, Mike Epps would respond back to people calling him a hater, and he would openly admit that he was upset that Katt Williams didn't spend too much time talking about him because he wanted the clout and attention as well.
All right, I did get a little jealous, man. Katt broke the internet and didn't say my name, good or bad. I need the press too, nigga. Shit. Say something about me in there, man. Say something bad about me. I don't care. I got a special coming out. I need the press. Man, we did a movie together. Damn.
Katt Williams didn't take offense to what Mike Epps said because Katt Williams hasn't responded back yet or went nuclear on Mike Epps. We wouldn't know if Katt Williams don't like somebody. We've seen what Katt Williams did to Kevin Hart. Ask Kevin Hart about Katt Williams not liking somebody. But Mike Epps, even though Katt Williams hasn't really responded back and the interview was a month ago, Mike Epps is milking being mentioned on the interview for a grand total of 11 seconds. The interview was a month ago. Mike Epps is still talking about it in his stand-up a month later because Mike Epps did a show 2 days ago and he went off on Shannon Sharpe, but he went off not in a funny way, but he was just outright disrespectful to Shannon Sharpe, and he also mentioned that Shannon Sharpe invited him on the podcast.
That nigga Shannon Sharpe called me trying to do an interview. I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'll sit down, nigga. I thought he was going to attack Katt, that nigga there. The nigga shit is called Shay Shay. The nigga's telling you. Put a wig on that nigga, tell me if that ain't motherfucking Medea's sister, nigga. They exposing every motherfucking body. They got TD Jakes fucked up. Now that's fucked up. All that money that nigga done got from God, and they done came out on him.
Alluding to and calling this man a homosexual in so many words is disrespectful. He's 50 plus years old with multiple kids and no track record of being a homosexual. Doing it is just disrespectful and screams salty, but I really didn't understand where the saltiness was coming from because in that particular stand-up, he would say that Shannon Sharpe invited him on the podcast and he rejected the invite. Now, Shannon Sharpe right now has the hottest podcast in the culture. So do I think Mike Epps, who was starving and saying that he needs some attention, will reject that particular podcast invite? I don't, and I thought it was sus. But nonetheless, though, Shannon Sharpe took what Mike Epps said as fighting words. and Shannon Sharpe responded back in a fighting manner.
I'm gonna put this out there,
Uh-huh.
and this one, I'm gonna fire this shot over your head, mofo, and you will know exactly who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Mention my name again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put the DMs. And I don't like doing this.
Yeah.
But you're lying. See, and I don't care about all that other stuff. You can say I'm gay, and you can say I don't care about that because I won't chase a lie, but I won't let you lie on my name.
Yeah.
Now you can say all that other stuff. I can deal with that. I heard that 1,000 times.
Yes,
just
sir.
like everybody jumping in the chat talking about, oh, he don't like number white women.
Right.
I done dated a lot of different races.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you like Skittles now. You eat every color.
But I'm telling you this, and I want somebody to send it to you. And I've been seeing it in the chat.
Yeah.
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I don't know who you talking about, but I'm with you.
Say my name again, and I'm gonna release.
Shannon Sharpe said he's not upset about Mike Epps calling him gay because he's been dealing with those accusations for a long time now, just like the other lies. I don't totally believe that, but I do believe Mike Epps openly stating that Shannon Sharpe was begging him to be on the podcast and he rejected him will make Shannon Sharpe annoyed. Shannon Sharpe has the biggest podcast in the culture. So Shannon Sharpe right now again, he has every right to have an ego, right? It's not a bad ego, but right now he has an ego. It's a good ego, right? He earned it. He has the biggest podcast in the culture right now, and everybody is trying to get on. So Mike Epps trying to diminish what Shannon Sharpe is somewhat building by lying and saying that he rejected going on Shannon Sharpe's podcast because he don't want to sit across anybody who looks like Madea, alluding to saying Shannon Sharpe is a homosexual, so he's not going to sit down with Shannon Sharpe, to me is disrespectful. But I do think Shannon Sharpe is upset about the Madea comments, and he's also upset about Mike Epps lying about having an invite to come on the show. Now, Shannon Sharpe will threaten to release messages because Shannon Sharpe would say that not only did he not invite Mike Epps to come on the show, but Mike Epps was the one who reached out and asked to come on the show.
DMs, because you're lying.
Yeah.
You said I reached out to you to come on Club Shay Shay, and you a mofo lie. Now, when I see you, I'm going to see you. I'm going to see if you about that.
Okay.
I'm going to see if you want to say what you've been saying on trying to get some jokes because you got mad because Katt Williams did what he did. Now, when I see you, I'm going to see if you really about that.
Yeah, and when I see you,
no.
I'm
going to see if him talking all that, when it one of them tight leather pants, trying to be funny, but I'm going to see if you're about that.
Yeah.
Say my name again. Now, be like Destiny's Child and talk about say my name, and I got something for you.
Okay, I'm lost, but I'm with you. And whoever you talking about it, we go, what? Yeah, I'm with you.
Like I said, first of all, them saying I'm gay and this and that, it ain't affecting my bottom line.
I'm gay. I've been happy for years.
It ain't affecting my bottom.
That's what I'm a little bit confused by, because Shannon Sharpe is saying he's not upset at all about Mike Epps alluding that he's gay, and that's just watered down his back. But then he tells Mike Epps to keep the same energy when he sees him. Now, the funny part about this is that Mike Epps and Shannon Sharpe are both going to be at NBA All-Star Weekend, so they're going to see each other. So Shannon Sharpe says he wants the smoke when he sees Mike Epps, and Mike Epps should keep the same energy. Now, he also says that Mike Epps calling him gay doesn't really affect his bottom line. However, Mike Epps alluding to him rejecting coming on the podcast does affect Shannon Sharpe's bottom line, because Shannon Sharpe, he got the biggest podcast in the game right now. So if Mike Epps is saying that he is rejecting it because Shannon Sharpe has some type of character flaws or he's gay, well, that diminishes the value of his podcast. And that's what Shannon Sharpe is saying that he's really pissed about.
Now, if it'll start to affect my bottom line, then I'm gonna see. I'm gonna make you put your cards on the table.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be no flush either. I'm
gonna make you put your cards on the table. But that don't bother me. It's that you lied and you didn't have to. Say your little joke, get your little laugh off, have fun, but just don't lie and said I said something when I didn't. And you know who you are, mofo. I'm calling you a mofo. Now, when I see you, boy, I promise you, I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up, and I'm gonna see if you about that, because I'm about it with you.
Me too. As soon as I get off probation,
y'all know I don't. Like I said, I stay to myself, Ocho. Anybody tell you I said it. I say when people say, "Man, that's not like Shannon," that's exactly who Shannon was. I let my guard down.
Right.
I'm gonna see you.
Shannon Sharpe is aware that him and Mike Epps will both be at All-Star Weekend. So Shannon Sharpe is letting Mike Epps know that he's going to pull up on him, and he's going to make him put all his cards on the table and defend his statements. Now, Mike Epps did respond back. Now, Mike Epps is getting the attention he wants, so he did respond back to Shannon Sharpe, and Mike Epps is telling Shannon Sharpe he's not doing no fighting because he's an adult who has the right to bear arms.
Now, wait a minute. Now, I know Shay, I don't know what grown-ass man got a name named Shay, but I know this grown man is not mad at me. So many people talk crazy about you. They was on Saturday Night Live talking about you, imitating you, but now you want to fight me? Now, I'm not going to lie. I did DM you to get on the show. But I DM'd you to get on the show because you brought my name up.
Mike Epps admits to just outright lying, to blatantly lying about receiving an invite to come on Shannon Sharpe's podcast and him rejecting it. So he admits to lying, then completely breezes over lying and stated that I asked to come on your podcast because you said my name during the Katt Williams interview and you was trying to bait Katt Williams into saying something bad about me. Nobody who watches that particular clip, and y'all just watched it, nobody who watches that clip would say that Shannon Sharpe was trying to bait Katt Williams to say anything bad. Right? Shannon Sharpe was saying, yo, like, if Ricky Smiley is lying, if you're saying he's lying, well, why haven't the other characters on Friday, why haven't they come out and say that Ricky Smiley was lying?
When you was sitting there with Katt, and you was trying to get him to talk crazy about me, but he didn't. Okay? Now, second of all, talking about pulling up on me. You're going to be an all-star. I'm going to be at the all-star in my hometown. And I'm going to see you. All right? I'm going to see you, brother. And I'm just letting you know. I don't be doing no fighting lately. I don't do no fighting. So, you know, there's only one other option. If you don't fight, you do blank. And Ocho, you shut up and go get some eyebrows. You looking like a whole milk dud sitting there agitating. We watched the white boy kick your ass on TV. So you shut up. And Shay, you did look like Madea sitting there. You was looking zesty.
I see this a lot in our community, and I don't understand why people choose chaos over peace. It would have been so much easier and more beneficial for Mike Epps to say, yeah, I lied. Right? I was doing stand-up. I got ahead of myself. I told a blatant lie. And Shannon Sharpe never invited me on, right? I asked him to come on, and they wasn't feeling it. That would have been so much easier, and that probably would have gotten you an invite on Shannon Sharpe's podcast for y'all to talk about it and squash the beef. But you double down, admit to lying, but you double down some more on your lie and disrespect some further. And listen, man, you know, it'll be interesting to see how this play out during NBA All-Star Weekend. I want to see exactly what happens. I'm sure there's going to be 1,000 cameras around, and folks is going to pan to Shannon Sharpe and Mike Epps to see exactly what happened, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section, man. Who do you guys think is right in this situation? And if you're still watching, click on this video somewhere on my screen to find out why Black Twitter absolutely destroyed this comedian for making this joke about George Floyd. They want him absolutely gone from the internet for making this joke about George Floyd. Click on this video here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm going to see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.